welcome to the daily newspaper analysis. We hope that you're all doing fit, fine, and great. So, today we have an editorial for a discussion which we have taken from the Hindu newspaper. The title of this article is Recognizing the Compulsory Women Worker. This basically talks about the right to work of a woman and how much is the participation of women force when it comes to the overall participation in the workforce. And then we have the news update and legal news for the day. Before moving further, I'd like to congratulate the students who gave the right answer in the previous newspaper analysis. So Samrat has given the right answer and has told that India is, yes, definitely a member of the Financial Action Task Force. And further, the students have gone even beyond line and they have given more detail to the answer, which is very, very amazing. They have told that it is an observer, but on 25th June 2010, India was taken as a 35th member of FATF. So currently we have the status that India is a member of the FATF. Also, Rishabh has given the right answer, Rishabh Dikshit. Swarnima Singh has given the right answer. And also, there was one contention that has been brought forward that we should actually have a pronoun usage that is gender neutral, be it a man, woman, or a transgender, which is very rightly said by Swarnima. That's a really great thought, and we should move forward and further towards such gender neutral society. On this note, let's start one thing that we're talking about that is also about something to do with gender, which talks about the compulsory woman worker and recognizing this compulsorily recognizing women as a worker. So the CMIE, which is the Center for Monitoring the Indian Economy, reported that the labor participation rate of rural women was 9.92% in March 2022 as compared to 67.24 for men. So we can clearly see that there is a huge gap when it comes to the participation between men and women. Now, this means that the millions of women who left the labor market have not returned back, and that is why we can see that many of them are now just maybe engaged in only the domestic activities and are not coming back to their means of livelihood. On this note, guys, here is an important question for you all. If you know, pause this video and let me know in the comment section below that right to livelihood, it is under the Constitution of India. So it is provided somewhere in the Constitution. Let me know whether it is a directive principle of state policy, it is a DPS, like it is a fundamental duty or a fundamental right. And also let me know the exact article of right to livelihood. So the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, which is Manrega, sites are not properly maintained, and that is why many a times it becomes difficult for the authorities and also the people working under such schemes to get themselves notified and also to become beneficiaries of all the schemes and all the policies that the government is running in their regard. Now, women are not paid. They are not paid the piece rate, that is the minimal rate, that is for 309 rupees. And instead, they receive around 280 rupees, due to not reaching the impossibly high productivity rates. Now, why are we saying these productivity rates to be impossibly high, specifically in the case of women? Because these work sites that we're talking about, they have no basic facilities that a woman would require. For example, a creche for the children, no portable water supply, no proper means of sanitation, washrooms, toilets, they're not available. And this discourages the women to take participation or to take part in the labor force as well. Just imagine that there is a woman who has a very small child and nobody at home is there to take care of the child, and she has to take him along or him along herself. In that situation, if at all there is no creche available at the workplace, how are we supposed to imagine that such a woman will be able to join back the workforce after having a child? So ultimately what she does is that she drops from her labor, she drops from her job, and this not only brings down her capability, her right to work, it also makes her financially dependent on others, and the independence that she was enjoying in terms of finance, she no more is able to enjoy. So when no Manrega work exists, women often go to construction works, and there they are not registered as construction workers. So this again puts them down to various kinds of benefits that the government endorses for them. Now this not only makes them get less pay, but also renders them ineligible for the legal benefits, as we were just discussing about, that accrue from the Construction Workers Welfare Board. Another dimension to this problem is the decrease in intake of pulses and vegetables by women due to increasing price of essential commodities. Now, where at one side we're talking about their right to work, we're also concerned about their health and nutrition as well. Now, the rising prices of pulses and vegetables and the ever increasing inflation in the market leads these women to consume lesser when it comes to the pulses, vegetables, and other nutritious food, and that is why lack of nutrition ultimately gives them a physical, weakness as well, which in the long run definitely will hamper their capability to work as well. Now, almost all women workers are trapped in debt. And further, the dismantling of labor laws in the urban areas has weakened labor departments as well, and where many a times exploitation, specifically with such women workers, takes place. The invisibility of women workers on paper, while millions of them still work and get toiled, can be solved with timely surveys and proper labor laws to safeguard their interests. And definitely, each one of us, as a genuine as well as a responsible member of the society, should also come forward and make sure that whoever, like for example, if there is a house help who comes to take care of clean our houses or stuff, we should make sure that we're giving them the basic facilities. We're giving them some holidays, some offs in a month, and we're also giving them the basic commodities, the facilities that they might require, and we are paying them well, at least which is in consonance, which is in proportion to the kind of work that they do for us. With this, let's see what do we have for news updates today. Firstly, World Refugee Day, 28th June. So it is today. World Refugee Day is an international day designated by the United Nations to honor the refugees around the globe. It falls each year on June 20th and celebrates the strength and courage of people who have been forced to flee their home country to escape conflict or persecution. On this note, another question popped in my head, and so I'd like to ask you guys, pause this video guys and let me know that India as a country has refugees, or it faces refugees from which all countries, or how many countries as such, specifically in the neighborhood, as has India helped, and the refugees of such countries have been helped by India? If you know the answer, let me know in the comment section. Secondly, photojournalist R. Ravindran passed away. So veteran photojournalist R. Ravindran has passed away at the age of 69. He was the recipient of numerous photography awards and is known for his iconic photo of Rajiv Goswami setting himself on fire during the Mandal agitation in the capital. You can see the same in the picture just beside this as well. Thirdly, first ever torch relay for Chess Olympiad. So this year, for the very first time, the international chess body FIDE has instituted the Chess Olympiad torch, which is part of the Olympic tradition but was never done in the Chess Olympiad. India will be the first ever country to have the Chess Olympiad torch relay, which is a very a moment of being proud of that. Fourthly, Neeraj Chopra won gold at the Kyoto Games. So the Olympic champion, we all know Neeraj Chopra for javelin, clinched his first top podium finish of the season by winning the javelin throw event at the Kyoto Games in Finland, beating reigning world champion Anderson Peters of Grenada for the second time in 4 days. And the record was 84.75 meters, which also came in the opening round. Let's start with the legal updates for the day. Firstly, the application for enforcement of arbitral award would lie only before the court where application under Section 9 and or Section 34 has been filed. This has been reiterated by the Telangana High Court in the case of Messrs. India Media Services Private Limited versus Messrs. SBPL Infrastructure Limited. Secondly, the intention of the parties is a key factor to ascertain Benami transactions, says the Kerala High Court, and it also says that the intention of the party is a key to ascertain the Benami transactions can be ascertained from the tests laid down by the Apex Court, and this was held by the Kerala High Court in the case of CC Joy versus CD Mini and another. So this was all for today. We hope you liked the session. If you did, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, give me subscribe to our channel. If you wish to download the PDF of today's slides, you can join our Telegram channel. The link is there in the description box below, or you can scan this QR code that you can see on your screens right now. Thank you so much.